Going to open up Google Chrome and then click on Worship Media, same as we do for Sundays. You're going to go to Restream. Once that opens, you're going to hit the go back arrow and then go to Video Storage. It's a little cloud on the left. Click on Recordings and then find the recording that you want. In theory, it will be the most recent. In this case, I've been running videos, so it's not, but you'll click the three dots and click download and then download full video. For the sake of time, I already had it downloaded, so you don't need to worry about that. Then you can close Google Chrome, open up iMovie. iMovie is a little bit slow, unfortunately. Just click continue. The libraries has an issue, but it still works. So then you go to projects, you can click the back thing over here if it need to, then click on Revelation Study to open that. If there's anything down here, you'll delete all of it. You can click on one, shift, and then basically highlight all of them and delete it. Then you'll want to highlight the last video that was there and then delete that media from the event as well. You can do that with holding down Control and then left clicking on the keypad. Then you'll delete it, click delete. Then you'll go to File, Import Media. That will come up. And then in this case, it will always be like 0 dash something. And it's going to come up under downloads. My suggestion is you delete them after every time that you do it so that we don't get confused. So in this case, it's the only thing in the downloads. So then you highlight it and click Import Selected. And then that imports pretty instantly. So then we go over here. And really the best way to check all this is looking at the audio. So in this case, you want to check it over here. And about anywhere from the first like 15 minutes to half hour, depending on how late they started, will be deleted. That's going to be worship. And normally it's really easy to tell because Jordan's playing the guitar and there's lyrics on the screen. This week specifically, Jordan was still at PRMI, so it didn't work out that easily. But Rob did a reflection, and so we can play.
You've given us power and authority to stand and walk.
And figure out where he was, what was going on.
All right. Unless you want to do some interpretive dance, you can get up. John?
All right, so in that case, I'm pretty sure that was the ending of the worship. So then we're going to find where audio picks up again. And at this point, quickly just like listen to the first few seconds to make sure that he's like doing a welcome versus jumping right into the study.
All right, friends. Good evening.
All right, so he said good evening. That's usually his general welcome. So highlight it and get the line right before the beginning of that. And then Command B breaks it up and you can delete everything on the left side. That deletes the first 30-some minutes. Then we can, if you minimize it so it's as short as possible, you see this chunk right here that has no audio. That means that was the table talk that I kind of mentioned. So what we do is we kind of bring it back out. Let's see, we'll put the bar right in the right before it, and let's see what he says.
They do what they look like, all kinds of stuff.
All right, so that was him basically explaining what they need to do. So you can stop it right afterwards, and then Command B again, and then we're gonna find where audio picks back up, start right before it, listen to a few seconds.
All right. John Travolta.
All right, so then when he says all right, that's fine. So then Command B again. And in this case, we're broken up into 3 sections, and we only want to delete that middle section that doesn't have audio. So you just make sure that that's the only piece highlighted, and then hit delete. That brings it up there. Last piece to check is at the very end. See if you need to trim off a few seconds because like sometimes, and it'll probably be in this case with him, you need to he's going to have to come here and stop the recording himself. So there will be upwards of maybe 30 seconds of extra recording, maybe longer, who knows.
Because they all kind of go together.
So we listened to it.
Dragons, beasts, oh my, right?
And at that point, you could end it here. Normally, it's like the ending of a prayer, but in this case, he did like a little bit of talking about next week. So that was all that is needed. So then, same as Sunday mornings, you'll drag the thanks for watching and like we'll see you next week to the very end, the Stillwater logo to the very beginning, and then the Revelation Study little graphic right behind the Stillwater logo. Then you go to transitions. Fade to black goes at the very beginning before the logo, and the end after the thanks, and cross dissolve fits every other place. There's more of them than on Sunday mornings, but that's just what happens. A lot of times you'll actually have multiple chunks where he does table talk, but that's kind of depends on the week. So then you hit the export thing on the top right, click on File, Revelation Studies, a fine title for it, formats video and audio, next, and then save it to the desktop. That's where I find it's the easiest to find. And then same as Sunday mornings, it takes a while to export. So we're just gonna, well, I'll trim this video down. We just wait. All right, once you notice the little like exporting circle is done, there should be a little pop-up that says share successfully. And then you can minimize iMovie and verify that a little video icon that has the title that you saved it as is up on the desktop. Then you'll open Google Chrome, choose your account. In my case, I'm just choosing mine because it's easier. Go to YouTube, click on your little account icon, go to switch account, click on Stillwater Church, Dayton, Ohio. So this is our channel dashboard. First, I find it easiest if you go to playlist. In this case, we're doing Revelation Bible Study, so you'll want to open the Revelation Study playlist and then just probably choose the most recent week. That way you know what week number you're on next. Just pause it. This is just so we can copy and paste the information that we need. So copy the title, go back to dashboard and click the little upward facing arrow for uploading videos. Select the file. You can go to desktop and then it'll be the one titled Revelation Study. Just click open. Once it's ready, the title's already highlighted. You can just paste the title from the previous one. So you'll make the week 1 week more and update the date. So in this case, we're changing it to May 6th, or what would that be? May 4th, because it was Wednesday. And then copy the little description. There's not much, but nonetheless, copy it, paste it, change the week up a number again, and the date. Make sure it matches the title. Scroll down. We don't need to bother with thumbnails. It usually picks decent ones. Go to playlist, 2022 Revelation Bible Study is the one you'll select. Click done. It's not made for kids. All that means is people are allowed to comment it if they want. And it doesn't go on YouTube Kids. But if you want to look down, if you go under age restriction, it doesn't say, like, it says, no, don't restrict my video to viewers over 18. So, like, you're fine on that. It just means people can comment on the video. So then you click next. And then you're fine. You just click next again. Checks, also click next again. Make sure it's on public. And that's all that you have to do. It will always pretty much be on public, but nonetheless, you just verify it. Then click publish. And then we wait. It'll go through uploading. It'll go through all the check marks. It's like uploading, processing, and then I think it's like checks to make sure, like copyrights and stuff. And then once those are done, you can close it. We'll just wait for a bit. All right. So even though it's saying checks are taking longer than the usual to complete, you can verify that the video is playing, or like is uploaded. So just go back to YouTube. You can search the church. And then it's the most recent one.
Name and everlasting contempt.
It plays, so that means it's good, so you're okay to close it. So then go back to the dashboard and just click close, and then you are all set. That video is uploaded. You don't need to add it anywhere.